तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितां तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। Could you please repeat after me? नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बरसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजाय ते नमः। So I seek blessings of all devotees so that we can discuss something about Srila Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj. So today, being his disappearance day, let's remember a few of the teachings and pastimes of Maharaj. So we'll see early life of Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj, and then also some of the pastimes, teachings, and his interaction with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj, he appeared in Bangladesh near Padma River in a Vaishya family. His name at the childhood was Vamsi Das, and he was married at a very early age. After marriage, he was doing his family business to maintain his family, but soon his wife left the world. So from there he directly went to Vrindavan, and there he took shelter of Bhagavad Das Babaji Maharaj, who was the disciple of Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So in our altar, if we see, actually after Bhaktivinoda Thakur, there is Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and before Bhaktivinoda Thakur, here is we can see the picture of Gaura Das Babaji Maharaj. So in Varnashram Dharma, there is Brahmachari, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas, and those sannyasis, those who are like at a Paramahamsa level, they take to this Babaji vow, which is not in one of these ashram actually. So they are not bound by the rules of the Varnashram Dharma. So if we see all our acharyas like Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, all 6 Goswamis, they all took to this Babaji order, wherein of course they renunciate, but they did not carry a danda, or they did not even wear a saffron cloth. They used to wear a white cloth up till knees, and then just uttari, that was their dress. So this is very high, highest level of renunciation, we can say, wherein those are completely dependent on the mercy of Lord, not caring for any worldly things. So Gaur Kishoredas Babaji Maharaj also took to the order of being a Babaji, and he practiced in Vrindavan his bhajan. He used to make garlands for the deities there, and he was so humble. He not only used to offer obeisances to the deities and devotees, but he also used to offer obeisances to the trees, flowers, leaves, land of Vrindavan. Because he did not see them different from, rather he directly saw them in connection with Lord. So after being 20 years in Vrindavan, just begging for some madhukari, sometimes eating just Yamuna, drinking Yamuna water and little bit of Yamuna mud, he survived, completely absorbed in Hari Bhajan, the chanting the glories of Lord. It is mentioned that as Haridas Thakur, he also used to chant 200,000 names of Lord Krishna every day. So after being there for 20 years, he got an inspiration to go to Navadvip Dham. So we know that Navadvip and Vrindavan, they are non-different. So there he went and he visited all the pastime places of Lord Chaitanya, and he lived in very poverty, stricken life. There were many people who came and offered to make him a bhajan kutir or something, but he did not care. Rather, it is said that he was so renounced, and he did not wanted to associate with material people. He used to stay in the latrine of a dharmashala. Now those who have gone to India, the public places are not so clean, and on top of that the washrooms are even more unclean. So it was not that he was liking uncleanliness, but it was just to make sure that he is not disturbed by worldly people. So sometimes he used to be there, sometimes he used to be just under different trees, sometimes under some broken boat which is upside down on the bank of Ganges. Like that he used to pass his days. Also sometimes he would just drink Ganges water, sometimes just eat some mud, sometimes just do some madhukari, eat some rice. So but 24 hours absorbed in hearing and chanting the names of Lord Hari. So it says that it takes one to know one. So the purity he had, it attracted Bhakti Vinod Thakur to him, and towards each other. So Gaur Kishoredas Babaji Maharaj, he used to regularly go to Swananda Sukhada Kunja, that is the house of Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and they used to discuss Bhagavatam. It's mentioned that though he was so-called illiterate, he was vastly learned in the principles of Vedic knowledge, and completely realized soul. So nice pastimes that once what had happened is that one king, his name was one second, what is his name? Manindra Chandra Nandi. He was the king of that area, small area. So he sent a messenger and he requested that Babaji Maharaj, you please come and visit my palace. So the reply, what he gave, is very amazing. He said that, oh Maharaj, first of all, you should free completely from the shackles of wealth by donating everything what you have owned to your relatives, and then instead of me coming there, you come here and stay with me, we'll both do Hari Bhajan. He said, because if I visit you and if I get the desire to have the riches that you have, there would be enmity between us. So better you donate everything, come here and we'll do Hari Bhajan in the latrine. So that was his advice to that king. They have not mentioned whether he did or not, but yeah. Then also he was very careful in what he is eating. Because he said, like, the consciousness of person who is cooking, it goes inside, and even the one who has donated. So once there was one festival, and one of the devotee who used to be around Babaji Maharaj, he went and he took prasad there. His name was Hiren Babu. And after coming for 3 days, Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj did not talk with him. So he was wondering, what happened? I just went and took prasad. They had offered it to Lord Gauranga. So he said that actually the prasad at that festival was sponsored by a woman of questionable profession. And he said, if somebody is offering, if somebody is a meat eater, somebody is atheist, or somebody is offering something to Lord Chaitanya with personal motive, Lord never accepts that. So it cannot become prasad. So he said, that's the reason I did not talk to you for 3 days. So he was so, so conscious. Also, many times, because of his purity, even materialistic people would get attracted to him and they wanted to be, his disciples. But he never accepted. He said, no, I don't want any disciples. That's a hassle. And just so that the other people won't come near him, sometimes he would just, throw some fish bones around, the place where he's chanting. So that people think that, oh, it's like a very smelly place. Let's not go there. So oblivious to the externals, but he used to be completely absorbed in chanting. Once on Sanatana Goswami's disappearance day, he told all the devotees that let's celebrate, So they said, but we don't have any money or anything to cook feast or something. So he said, our way of celebration is that we'll fast for the day and we'll chant extra. And that's the way we'll celebrate the appearance of Sanatana Goswami. Many times, especially on Acharya's disappearance day, we are submerged in the feast, Sometime we can follow, at least I can speak for myself, and chant more actually. Then once, there was one gentleman named Narendra Kumar Sen, he was from a state of, Tripura. He came and he asked Babaji Maharaj that I want to learn the Siddha Pranali mantra, It's a pretty interesting topic, right? So Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj told him that, quote, the Supreme Lord cannot be realized through worldly knowledge. Only through the chanting of the holy name can the true nature of the Lord be revealed. As the Lord is revealed from the letters comprising the name, the devotee gradually begins to understand his own nature and becomes acquainted with seva. So he did not say that, okay, come, I'll give you Siddha Pranali mantra. No, he said, chant the holy names, perform service, and through that gradually it will be revealed. Another time, one big physician, he said that I'll come to Navadvip, and I'll start a free charity hospital to serve, all the Dhamvasis. So Gaur Kishodas Babaji Maharaj said to him that if you truly desire to live in Navadvip, then you should give up the plan for a charitable practice, because it would only encourage materially minded people to save money. Those who sincerely practiced Hari Bhajan should never get distracted by the chains of welfare activities. So you are saying that you will just help the material people to save money because you are doing a charity, but they won't become devotees. So he said better than that is just practice the chanting of the holy names. Another time, there was another young person, who got inspired by Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and he also, like Babaji Maharaj, he wore just a lion cloth and he started, staying with Maharaj. And after some days, some people again started admiring him, and he was donated a land by one lady. So that time, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj became extremely annoyed, and he said, Navadvip Dham is beyond this material world. How can a worldly landowner dare to hold land here and even think he can donate 5 kathas out of it? A mere grain of sand of this transcendental Navadvip is more valuable than all the precious gems in this world put together. Moreover, how advanced could this young coping-clad devotee be if he dares to collect so much land in lieu of his bhajan merit? So again, strong message that we should not perform devotional service for any puja lap pratishtha to get any material benefits. Then once what had happened is that he was visiting Fulia, where Haridas Thakur had visited before. So there was some prasad was there in one vessel, and a snake passed through the prasad, that vessel. So when Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj sat to take that prasad, a woman appeared and informed him about the snake. So Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj said that he would not touch the prasad until the woman has left. And after that, woman left, Gaur Kishore Das Maharaj said that, look how Maya works. Taking the form of compassion, Maya attempts to hit deep into her target slowly. Maya can assume countless forms. She always prevents a mortal being from practicing Hari Bhajan. So this is of course not only for like women, it can be like even for man basically. So the point is, even on the name of compassion, sometimes we know like Bharat Maharaj, right? Compassion to a deer cost him dearly. He had to take 3 more lives. So therefore he said we should be very careful how Maya can. So it always, like Prabhupada also used to say, right? We should be sufficiently afraid of Maya. So then there was another devotee, his name was Giri Babu. So they were Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and they requested Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj to visit their house and stay for a day. So they were really sincere devotees. So Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj agreed, but he said that I'll stay in your latrine, like I'll and do there my bhajan. I won't stay in any other room. So they begged and begged, no, that's not a fit place. So he said, no, then I won't come. So they had to thoroughly clean the restroom, and he stayed there, chanting. Now, sometimes we may think that, oh, we don't chant unless we wash our hands, or if we are not taken bath, or forget about taking our bead bag to latrine. We have the hangers always, to put our bead bag, right? So how come such an exalted acharya do that? But again, the point was, he did not want it to get disturbed by material people, worldly people, and he was at such a high level that external surrounding did not affect him. If we try to imitate, we'll fall down. So that was his level of detachment. So this the pranam mantra itself, it says Namo Gaura Kisoraya Sakshad Vairagya Murta. He was the personification of renunciation. And Vipralamba Rasam Bhodhe. So Ambuda means ocean. Vipralamba is the we know the different type of rasas, and then the Parakiya Bhav, service in separation, Vipralamba, that is considered the highest practiced by gopis. So Vipralamba Rasam Bodhe, he was submerged in the ocean of this Vipralamba Bhav. Padam Bujayate Namaha. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Babaji, Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj. So he was very, spiritually, advanced soul, and never allowed deceitful practices or any discussion that was not within the purview of revealed scriptures. One day, one person asked that there is one Bhagavatam reciter who is always chanting Gaura, Gaura, So Gaura Kishodas Maharaj said, actually he doesn't say Gaura, Gaura. What he meant to say is more, more. That means, give me more money, he could understand that's not, devotionally done. It was doing as a professional matter of, money entering. So he said that Srimad Bhagavatam for payment are not entitled to chant the name of the Supreme Lord. It's very strong. So he never used to speak publicly like big discourses, but just the personality and the purity had attracted many people, and even a materialistic could immediately want to try and chant the holy names of Lord just by seeing him. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, knowing the advanced caliber of Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj, he had asked Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur to go and take a initiation from him. So when he approached him first time, of course he said, he did not want any disciples. But when, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he urged, he said, I'll ask Gaurang Mahaprabhu, come after some days. So, again after some days he went. So he said, no, I did not get chance to talk with him. Come again after some days. So some of the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they said that, it happened 4 times. Some say it happened 13 times. But at last, once when he met, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that if I am not able to get initiation from you, better I'll drown myself in Ganges. My life is useless. And seeing the sincerity, Gaura Kishodas Babaji Maharaj accepted, and he gave him name Varshabhanavi Devi Daita Das. So Varshabhanavi Devi means Srimati Radharani. Daita means one who is dear to her. Das, his servant. So that's the name was given, and Siddhanta Saraswati was the title. He was given by general mass, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he again he saw that this Babaji practice is getting misused and people are doing many obnoxious activities being in this Babaji wish. So he stopped taking, and though the previous acharyas were all Babajis, he went back to the Varnashram ashram and he took sannyas. And it said that he's really Singha Guru. He saw nobody qualified that time to give him the sannyas initiation. So he kept photo of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, and he himself took, sannyas initiation, and he just added, title Bhakti. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati was given to him, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then, so that was the, what you say, it is said, instead of having many stars, better to have one moon. So that was the moonlight disciple of, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So when Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj has, in 1914, Bhaktivinoda Thakur left, and then in 1915, 17th November, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, left on this auspicious day of Utthana Ekadashi, like this today's day. And what had happened is that before leaving his body, he used to say that, okay, when I die, you can drag my body through Navadvip and let it be fed to the wolves and dogs of Navadvip, So some of the people, they were actually planning to do that, So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, no, that was his humility. You cannot disrespect the body of great Paramahamsa. And again, he was so much popular that many Babajis around, they said that, okay, we will be building, Samadhi for Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Because their motive was, when they build, many people will come and they'll earn money, So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, no, you cannot do that. I am his only disciple and I have this, right of doing this service. And there was like, heated argument, and then the police came. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he boldly declared that those who are unclean in their habits, he said, if any one of you has not having illicit connection with woman in last 1 year, should come and touch this body of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. He said, forget about 1 year, last 6 months. He said, forget about that, last 3 months. He said, forget about that, last 3 days. If you are not having any illicit connection, you can come and touch the body. And if you do so, and if you have illicit connections, you will get ruined. So this police said, but how are you going to verify this? So he said, I'll keep faith on their words, let them come and see. He was such a strong personality, and again, is a ray of Vishnu, right? Nobody came in front. Everybody, started, going from back door. And then he, took the body, he, performed his Samadhi ceremony. And again, that Samadhi had to be moved because the Ganges was, coming there and it was flooding. So now, next to Yogapeeth, we see Samadhi of Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. And that way, we can see that how Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj, protected even see, the material world is such a horrible place that people can make business out of dead bodies also. So, but he made sure that, it did not happen. So, let's, pray on this, very auspicious day that we get this taste for doing Hari Bhajan, that, performing devotional service, and, not be behind this, so-called material opulences. And with that prayer, let's remember Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hari Hari Bol.